Okay, and welcome to our PT education segment. Today I want to talk about 7 tips to avoid aches and pains while gardening. So many of you use gardening as a movement for your exercise, and I am kind of okay with that to a certain degree, but I don't like it as a complete replacement. I like it as an addendum for part of your movement. And so in the meantime, I want to tell you some tips that might help make your gardening more safe and keep you injury free. And so here we go. Tip number 1, get moving before you garden. So don't go gardening cold turkey. Take a 10-minute brisk walk and do some of your dynamic warm-ups to help get your body prepared for some of the gardening positions. Number 2, change positions frequently to avoid stiffness or cramping. Listen to your body as you're gardening, and as you start to feel aches, change your position and really be mindful of that. If you've been leaning forward for more than a few minutes and you start to feel some backache, you need to stand up slowly and then do some backward stretching. So again, one of the downsides is it's easy to get caught up in what you're doing and be in the wrong position for too long, and so you don't want that. Number 3, use a garden cart or wheelbarrow to move heavy planting materials. You don't want to lift with your back. You want to squat down and lift with your knees, and using a wheelbarrow or something to help you is going to really help protect your back, particularly if you have not been lifting in preparation for gardening. Don't be surprised if you strain your back when you try to lift the heavy items. So again, think strategy. Number 4, give your knees a break. I always joke that as a PT, I love gardening because it brings patients in the door, but as a wellness coach, I don't, because it gets people off the wellness road because they get injured. And so it's kind of a tug of war for me, but I want you guys to really learn these tips so you don't get injured. Use knee pads or gardening pads and avoid kneeling. Use better ways to protect your knees. Use elevated planters if you can, particularly if you're older and you have trouble or you've had knee replacements. And instead of kneeling on both knees, try kneeling with one leg up. So we call that a half kneel. Okay. Number 5, whatever you do, maintain good posture. Same mechanics you learn through other things that stay fit, apply them while you're gardening. Avoid twisting. Use your whole body to turn. Don't twist at your knees. Use your feet to pivot. So again, maintain good posture while you're gardening. 2 more. Number 6, take breaks. If you have not been gardening in a while and your stamina is not there, your body's not used to those positions, plan to work in short stints and build in breaks to avoid feeling achy and creating injury. And last, keep moving after your garden. Don't just move and exercise during gardening season. Make movement a part of your everyday life. And because gardening is so forward bent, we always want to consider doing extension based activities. Do some stretching after you're done and check your posture. A good one to do after gardening would be to stand against the wall to make sure you are nice and upright and not developing a forward leaning posture, which is eventually going to create a flare up in your back. Got any questions for me on gardening more specific than this? Please put them in the comments. And otherwise, hope these 7 tips will help you stay injury free this gardening season and enjoy all your beautiful gardeners. See you next time.